People dread monsoons, and the word does have negative connotations, like winds cycling or circling around 150-kilometer winds and all that. There are some people who look forward to this season. Our next guest is one such person, a four-time winner of the World Match Racing Tour, somewhat the F1 of the high season, has competed 6 times in the America's Cup. He and an Asian consortium recently bought the rights and control of the World Tour, meaning for the first time in 2 decades, control of the international event is in the hands of Asian investors. Peter Gilmour, acting president of World Match Racing Tour, WMRT in Singapore. Peter, first of all, F1 of sailing, what are we talking about here? We're talking about a closed circuit, vroom vroom, in the boating sphere, or what?
Well, it's not quite vroom vroom, Bernie. It's, I mean, sailing, as you know, is an interesting sport. It's powered by the wind only. You can, you know, basically race the boats around the race course. But this World Match Racing Tour is a collection of 10 events around the world that all come together to be a part of it. The next event, as you mentioned, is the Monsoon Cup in Malaysia, coming up in 2 weeks' time.
How popular is this sport? It is a sport, right? It's not just a pastime to pass the time. It demands endurance, durability, and a lot of human fighting spirit. How popular is it?
Well, it's certainly in sailing, it's very popular. I think that within the International Sailing Federation essentially endorses 3 major special events, and the World Match Racing Tour is the only world championship that partakes in it. I think there are something like 2,000 odd teams on the ISAF, the International Sailing Federation rankings. The other special events, obviously, is the Volvo Ocean Race, the America's Cup, and you know, and so the World Match Racing Tour has its position. Yet we are very much at the very beginning steps of growing this tour at the moment.
What is the dollar amount that's involved in WMRT? What's the total purse? Is it still chump change right now, or is it building in momentum and attracting new talent?
Well, it's certainly attracting new talent. I mean, there's over $1.5 million of prize money on the tour at the moment. I think it's expanding quite rapidly. One of the tour events is about to announce the most prize money that any event has had. But it's a little bit like tennis and golf back in the 60s and 70s, before Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus and these guys really grew it. In every major city around the world, there's obviously tennis courts and golf courses, as well as sailing venues, and people sail. And so one of the great things we're seeing is tremendous new growth in this, I guess, the commercial area of sailing.
How wide is it going to get? Is it becoming, you're in discussions with various other domains, Korea, China, even here in Hong Kong we might be seeing a WMRT event at some point, the Republic of Vietnam, Singapore. How's progress going on in those initiatives?
Well, the progress is quite amazing. It really has developed to the point where I think we're going to see at least 2, possibly 3 new events throughout being added over the next few years right across the world. I mean, it's interesting that, you know, essentially the World Match Race Tour follows the America's Cup. It is a breeding ground for all of the talent for the America's Cup, and these world champions go on to represent the teams that build their boats, that custom design their boats for the America's Cup. The essence of the World Match Racing Tour is identical boats. It essentially, all the teams compete against each other, so that the skipper, the tactician, the forward hand, so on and so forth, can actually build their skills against the other teams in a very specialised environment. And so in terms of the growth we're going to get, I think Asia is the next, for sure, the next big growth market. I think the US is going to come on stream after that.
Is it a bit of a hard sell? I mean, if you look at F1 racing, you know, the Formula One circuit, team after team after team is pulled out because, you know, it can be a pricey proposition, and a lot of these car makers, for instance, have been wary about sending the wrong signal when you're supposed to be, you know, cutting as much carbon dioxide out of the system as possible. You don't have a carbon dioxide problem. I'm assuming that wind power does not belch methane or whatever it is. But is it a hard sell? Because it does take money to get started, doesn't it? Those boats aren't cheap.
No, that's true. I mean, sailing is a fabulously eco-friendly sport. I mean, it really does deliver from that perspective. But in terms of the economy, the size of what this world tour represents, I mean, we were recently doing some numbers on it, and right now it's about 0.01% of Formula One. So imagine we can grow it 100 times, for example. I mean, that's still only 1% of the size and scale of what Formula One is. Yet, I think that what we're going to actually see here is that, you know, I think a lot of sponsors are finding it very difficult to really extract their advertising value out of spends as large as what Formula One takes. And it's only a function of that's what it takes a team to put a car on the grid. Whereas the beauty of the World Match Racing Tour is all you need is your sunscreen, your cap, you know, and to be able to travel the world, and you're away. You're off from racing as on the tour.
Very low baggage kind of undertaking. Best of luck, okay? We'll be watching with great interest. And if you ever come to Hong Kong, I don't know, I'm not sure about the harbor. It's shrunken a lot. You might want to do it somewhere else. They've reclaimed way too much land here. Thanks, Peter. Peter Gilmour.
I look forward to taking you sailing, Bernie.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't even know what TAC means. Who gets the lucky stars in the latest guide to Uber fine dining in Tokyo? Mike Byrne is our resident food critic. Right ahead.